A fascinating new report came out this week that drew upon surveys, polls, focus groups, and interviews with gun owners here in the United States, and it concluded, based on all of this other available research, that a vast majority of gun owners here in the United States are not only concerned about the amount of gun violence here in the U.S., but they also overwhelmingly support measures to help reduce gun violence, which includes limiting who's allowed to have guns, expanding background checks, and of course, making you have to have a permit and training in order to get a concealed weapons permit here in this country. So let me read a little bit because again, this is phenomenal and I'm going to explain why it's so phenomenal in just a moment. But here it is from the report via The Hill. 3/4 of gun owners surveyed said they are concerned about the frequency of school shootings, and 71% said the same of mass shootings. 70% said they also want to help find a way to reduce gun-related injuries and deaths. Most gun owners, including Republican ones, said they support several proposed laws to prevent people with a high risk of violence from accessing guns. So even a majority of Republican gun owners are saying there's some people who shouldn't be allowed to have guns. That is huge. Again, I'll get more to that in a moment. More than 70% of gun owners said they support laws prohibiting gun possession among those convicted of domestic violence or subject to a domestic violence restraining order, requiring background checks and safety courses for a concealed carry permit and establishing universal background checks. Red flag laws, which allows police to temporarily take away firearms for an emergency period using a court order, also received widespread support among gun owners, with 69% in favor. And more than 60% also said they support requiring a permit for concealed carry and a safety course for gun purchases. 54% supported requiring a permit to purchase or possess a handgun, while just under half, 48%, supported requiring a permit to purchase or possess any gun. And where things get interesting is a majority of these people also said they believe other gun owners don't support these things. And that's where we get into the importance of this study. Because a majority of gun owners say, listen, I want these things. I want the government to limit who can have guns. I want to reduce violence. I'm responsible. But the problem is, nobody else feels the way I do. These other gun owners, they don't want to do the common sense reforms that I want. That's what they told the pollsters. But they do. The other people want the same thing you want. A vast majority of them, even the Republicans, say we got to do something. The only people standing in the way of gun reform here in the United States, common sense gun reform that, as you can see, is broadly supported by gun owners and Republicans alike. The only thing standing in our way are the lobbyist groups, which includes the NRA, Republican politicians, and of course money from the gun industry, which, ties into the lobbyists too. That's it. It's not that gun owners don't want these things. Even though you see Republicans running ads right now, pandering to the gun owners saying, Democrats want to take your guns. No, they don't, by the way. But a majority of gun owners are sitting there being like, well, some people should have their guns taken. The messaging has to improve coming from the other side. And I know we've been talking a lot about messaging recently here on Ring of Fire, but we're in an election season, so kind of makes sense. But this is a winning issue for Democrats if they can frame it correctly. The public is with you on this. Hell, the Republicans are with you on this. The money from the gun industry, believe it or not, folks, is not that great, especially considering all the other money coming from all the other horrible industries in this country. The gun industry doesn't pump nearly as much as the other ones. They're beatable, but only if Democrats can take research like this, turn it into quick little talking points, and convince the public that we can keep each other safe without infringing on your Second Amendment rights. It's doable, but not with the people the Democrats have in charge today. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.